Islands, Claudia Jordan, asking you to support a fellow Rhode Islander and check out Remi TV. That's right, Remi TV.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Maya, and you were tuned into Remi TV.
Hey you guys, your girl Tahiri, and I had an amazing time. Shout out to Remi
What's up?
TV.
It's your boy Slim 112. Hey, this is Remi TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Wyclef Jean. Y'all watching Remi TV.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy RL from NEXT. For the best interviews, local and international, check out my girl Remi right now, right here, Remi TV. Brother, baby. Peace.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Deron from 112 checking in. You already know what it is. You watching Remi
Hey, yo,
TV,
check this out.
where
This your boy
positivity
Happy
lives.
representing infamous Small D, and right now you watching Remi TV.
How you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to have you.
Let me just make sure my lighting is right.
Period. Okay, that's what I was doing. You look gorge as always.
Thank you.
I'm loving the lashes.
Thanks. It's so hot in here. The weather.
Girl, I'm sweating too.
Girl, I'm giving very much vibes.
Vibes, yes. Hey, I'm so happy to have you, and I'm so
you.
excited to talk about your new single. But before we do that, I just wanted to get to know you a little bit more, you know, and just figure out some things I don't know anything about yet.
Okay.
And other people. So where are you originally from? Because I noticed that you have like a Baltimore accent.
Oh, yeah. I've been out here for a while, since like 99, but born and raised in New York. I grew up on Long Island. I left because my dad joined the military. So we've lived in Texas, Atlanta, North Carolina, Maryland, but Queens, everywhere USA, honestly, because there's no place that I haven't been.
Right. That's so dope. And I know that you've been singing since you was 4 years old, right?
Yes.
How did you get, that's so young. Like, how did you get into music at 4?
My aunt was the choir director, so back then they had me leading the songs. I guess she must have saw or heard something in me back then that maybe I didn't know of, but I was leading adult songs at the age of 4 years old, talking about what a difference it makes when you walk daily with the Lord, and I was 4.
Wow. That's amazing. I love stories like that. Tell us how you got discovered.
Shoot. Just like singing in church, singing at open mics in New York. But my first start, I would say, being on the road started when I was touring with my uncle, John P. Key. He's the king of gospel. So when I was 15, still in high school, I would go to school during the week, and on the weekends, I would tour. So that taught me being on the road, breathing techniques, and just basically honestly learning the business. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, because I know learning the business and experiencing it too at the same time is totally two different things. So I'm glad that you got a chance to experience it.
Yeah.
I'm a type of person that definitely loves hands-on experience, because if somebody tells me, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope that you grew up and understood what's happening.
Yep.
Did you have any musical influences coming up?
The Clark sisters, they were a heavy influence on me. I would say far as my tone and the way that I would sing songs, just basically singing as if it was my last time. Every time I step on stage, I give it my all. Getting into the music industry, the secular side, I would say rest in peace to Whitney Houston, because she was a church girl that did secular music, and I saw what she went through, and I was like, well, I know that I can't go around the process, so I knew what I had to deal with coming from a church background, coming into R&B music. So she was heavily, I would say, with the influence, and, you know, just picking the R&B genre, but I added the hip-hop flavor to it. So I would say,
who are you listening to today?
Everybody. Some of my top people that I really like and love, I would say Post Malone. I call him Six Slack, but my son corrected me. He was like, no, his name is Black. I like Rod Wave. I like Summer Walker, Coily Ray, Her, Jasmine Sullivan, Faith Evans, Coco, SWV, Fantasia. There's a lot of, it's not in no particular order, but as far as people that I respect, I love their showmanship. I love the way they handle the business, and I love Rest in peace to Amy Winehouse. She's so dope. There's a lot of people that I like, so it's not limited to the people that I just named. But, you know, as far as who I'm listening to now, Billie Eilish, like, she's so dope. You feel me? So it's a lot of people, but just to name a few would be those.
Yeah, those are a lot of dope ass people right there that you just dropped.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, could you tell us your favorite Missy Elliott story?
Favorite Missy Elliott story. Man, we used to have so much fun getting into the music industry. That would be my first influence as far as, you know, coming out in the secular world. Shoot, we used to have so much fun. All we did was crack jokes a lot. But I would say my most memorable was when I met her, was that I called from a payphone at a mall in New York. So it was Green Acres Mall, which is in Valley Stream, right at the borderline of Queens. And just from that day forward, we just became cool. We toured, we worked together. She allowed me to like just basically learn the industry through her. Taught me how to like know my worth and just focus on that, because a lot of people will try to undermine you or underpay you because they don't understand you. But at the end of the day, when Missy tell you, nah, what price you want to come out the house, charge them that. They got money.
I know that's right.
Period.
Yes. I love that.
Period.
And you're an independent artist, right?
Yes.
So what are the pros and cons to that? Like what do you love about it? What do you hate about it?
Well, it's really nothing I hate about it. It just makes you work harder and smarter, because with me coming from a major background, having a machine behind me, I made a lot of connections over the years that I kept in contact with, from radio, TV, as well as the labels, as well as just like everybody, from the assistants who are now CEOs, from the CEOs who now are reopening labels and stuff like that. So I would say that the pro is that I made connections 20 years ago, and those people are still around. And for those who aren't around, you know, they'll put me in touch with who's, you know, lit right now, can point me in the right direction. The cons, I would say, is that, you know, with social media, you don't have to really be outside no more. You can do really everything from your phone. So that would be the only con, but it's a pro for me because I have an amazing following that has been rocking with me since the beginning. So learning the social media side will be the only downside, because it's like it forces you to be active. So if you're not active or you don't want it, nobody's going to buy into your brand or your product. So you really have to work for it. And I want it more than anybody wants to give it to me.
That's true. That's true. And I know that making connections and building relationships is very important. And there's a lot of people who want to do music and they slide to people's DMs saying, let's work and stuff. Would you be able to give advice to people who do not know how to build relationships and maintain those relationships after they get what they want to get?
It's always important to maintain relationships and to maintain and keep your integrity intact, because this industry is constantly changing. Music and sounds constantly change. So if you're really, I would say, serious about doing music, then be serious about it. But realize this is a business. So when you're asking people to follow you or post you up or comment, like, share, make sure that your page and your movement is conducive to what you're sending out. Because there are plenty of times we get requests to how much you charge for promo, or can you post me up? And then you go to their page and it's like 2 posts. Nobody's going to take it serious. You have to take you serious more than you expect anyone else to. And you can't waste people's time. So it's just like, even with me, when I'm like, hey, my single is out there, we push it, and we're pushing it ourselves with the Faculty Music Group and myself, which is the label that I'm with. It's like, I even had to realize that with my page, if I'm not sharing my music, where am I going to send people? It's like sending somebody to the store and you ain't send no money, or you don't know, well, just get me anything. Or you just got to know what you want people to push and be solid in that. And just make sure that everything is added up, because people will call you out on yours and be like, how they got a music page but ain't no music on it? How they supposed to be an artist and they never sing it? People want to see now more than ever before.
That's right. And guys, don't say I never helped you get a gem from Little Mo, okay?
Hello?
She just dropped it. So pay attention and take notes, because it's definitely important to build relationships and maintain those relationships after you get what you need to get.
That part. Mm-hmm.
And you used to do radio before, right?
Yes. Yep.
That's so dope. Like, what did you love about it, and would you ever do it again?
What I loved about radio is that it showed a different side of me, I would say, because people don't realize with radio, it's not just about getting on there and talking. You literally have a certain amount of time. You have to make your point known in and out. They call those before going into the stop set or those talk breaks. So it has to be tight.
Yeah.
You have to have a great producer, and you have to have a great flow. Stick to the blueprint. If you want to be different, you want to stand out, you can't copy off somebody else or try to go in somebody else's lane. So with me doing radio, it showed the more, I would say, talkative side. And I just love the difference. Like, I didn't have to sing all the time, but at the same time, I had to make sure everything that I discussed and did was relevant. And because I had my foot inside the industry on the musical side, as well as out here in these streets, it gave me a great balance due to the fact that if anything happened or somebody dropped a new song, I could have the artist on my show because I knew them in real life. Yeah. So I used to watch Martin a lot, and I saw how he was comedic, so it allowed me to add my comedic side and just a great balance. So you got to get people to believe you by just listening to you.
Right. And just seeing you and listening to you, you have a great personality.
Thank you.
And you're really bubbly. And I've seen a lot of interviews that you did. You're really goofy. You're just like us. You know what I mean? And that's what I love. I feel like we need more personalities with people who are just being them and their authentic self. Yeah. So I just wanted to tell you that I appreciate that about you, and continue to keep being you. And you guys, stop pretending to be someone that you're not to please other people on Instagram. Be you. We love the real you. So I just wanted to tell you, I appreciate you for continuing to be you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. And with the pandemic happening since, since last year, it taught a lot of us so many lessons.
Yes.
And we went from being outside to hanging out with people to just being cooped up indoors.
Yeah.
Can you tell us some of the lessons you've learned during the pandemic, and what was the pros and cons for it for you?
The pandemic was actually a great time for me, I would say, business-wise. Mentally, when it first happened, everybody on my team and on my side, we thought, as we were told, that, okay, this should blow over in 2 weeks. They just wanted to get a handle on it and see what was going on. That's what we were told. 2 weeks turned to 2 months, months turned to 6 months, 6 months. Now we had a year. So I realized it wasn't anything against me. The whole world was shut down. So no artists were touring, which means that I couldn't go outside. So honestly, I got in tune with myself. Like I said, I've been touring since I was 15. So like just running around the world for two decades plus, it was just like, this is the longest time in my life I've ever had to sit down. So I got to focus and rebrand everything. So I always tell people, the image of me that you had before the pandemic, I believe that the pandemic allowed all of us to have a clean slate. So if you came back after the world was shut down the same way you were before, then that's on you and your team. But for me and my team, we were just like, no, let's act like you're a whole new artist and push forward with that. Because at the end of the day, the world suffered and went through a lot. Homelessness, mental health, unemployment, everything was through the roof. And, we all had to push through that. And that was hard for everyone, not just myself. So pushing through that and honestly coming out alive and in my right mind, I needed it because it got me to the point where it's just like, okay, Mo, what do you want to do? Like, what are you going to do? When outside open back up, what are you going to do different? So I got to refocus on that.
Right. Yeah, it definitely taught a lot of us to slow down, especially me.
Yeah, because a lot of us were just running because all we know how to do is work. But then when you have to get clarity on your mental, on your health, just everything needed to be focused on that I honestly didn't realize I was overlooking. So now I'm like in the best shape of my life, and I'm just happy to just still be here because I saw what COVID-19 did to a lot of people, how it affected people. And I'm just glad to still be here.
Yes, amen to that, for real. And even like drinking water was crazy. Like,
hello?
I didn't drink no water all day. Like, what you mean?
Yeah, we didn't realize how much we really needed to just focus, reset, and just hit the ground running. Once they say, okay, you go back outside now.
That's right. Yep. And also too, you are a walking testimony. You have been through hell and back, and you went through so much stuff, and you still stand strong. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, a lot of people would not be able to go through what you've been through and survive. And that's
Yeah.
just that on that, okay? I wanted to talk to you about relationships and the red flags because you've been through a lot of abusive things in your relationship.
Yeah.
What are some of the red flags that us as women or men should look for before saying, hell no, I'm not even moving further in this relationship until either this is fixed or, you know, in that nature? Because, woof.
Well, for clarity, let me just say I'm no longer in any relationships. Everything pre-pandemic is a dub. I'm going to just put that out there. With me, what you have to look for is within yourself. What you accept and what you allow will continue, but you have to realize I accepted it, I allowed it, I take full accountability. So I'm not pointing fingers. What I had to do was I had to actually look at myself and was just like, what was going on inside of me that I allowed this to go on for so long? And then once the world starts seeing it and start picking it apart, I was just like, nah, I don't want that to be what's constantly spoken of when my name is mentioned. If you Google my name, I want people to be like, nah, she a legend. She got hits. Like, sis put in work. I don't want every time you pull up my name, it's always, oh, this, every time I turn around, she in a new relationship or she letting somebody dog her out. Nah, that was never my mission from the beginning. And once I saw that start to overshadow who and what I came in this business for, I was like, nah, time to tighten up and start from scratch. So I've seen a lot play out on reality TV, in the blogs, in the media and stuff like that. And I just had to get a handle on it. But it started with me first. I deserve better. And that's what the red flag everyone should look for. When you realize that you're not getting the better end of the stick, nobody deserves the short end. But when you realize that the bad end of the stick keeps on hitting you, that's when you got to take that stick back. You have to take your power back and level up. Period.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. And sometimes it's a little fearful for women to leave the person that's abusing them.
Yeah.
Could you
But
give
I
some advice
realized
to
that
those?
God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but he's given us power and of sound mind. So I'm going to just hit you a little scripture right there. So once you realize, what am I really afraid of? I was never afraid of being alone, but I always felt like, oh my God, if I let this go, then this person is going to, this goes for any situation. This person is going to hurt someone else. Or I can become a product of my environment. Hurt people hurt people. So I didn't realize how much damage and bridges I was burning with people by just allowing things that I was associated with take me down. So it was taking my business down. It was taking my brand down. I was like, nah, this my money. This my bread and butter. I have children. I have a lot to live for. I have a lot to be grateful for. So I'm not going to let anybody or anything, not even myself, come in between the brand and the business that I have built.
That's right.
So that right there was just like, that's where you grab it. When you see that your business is not flourishing, go dig deep down inside of yourself. If you're the boss, dig deep inside of yourself and see what it is that's ruining a lot of relationships that are conducive to your cash flow. And
That's
one
right.
thing I don't play, nobody's coming in between my cash and my kids, period.
That's right. And also too, guys, don't read the blogs and judge other people. We are all human. We all fall short. Don't judge other people, because I'm pretty sure everybody's been in relationships where you got cheated on, took him back. He called you a bitch, you took him back. So don't judge other people, because I'm pretty sure your relationship is not perfect and you
I'm not
stay
the
and,
first and
you
I
know.
won't be the last, but I will
Exactly.
be a mouthpiece for women who want to speak out and up against their abuse. There are so many people that since I've been speaking up and out, with this being Women's History Month, like Mo, not even that part, but the part of where I had to conquer and get over my addiction. You know, when I was in it, I was thinking, oh, okay, well, this is lit. This is how we get down in the industry. I'm a rock star. Like, no, it doesn't work like that. I wasn't raised like that. So if you knew better, you do better. So I decided to do better. And I don't want to be a part of bringing a whole generation or my children down with me. I want to uplift, or else everything I have done would have been in vain. So I'm glad that I'm literally still here to change the narrative with myself.
That's right. And we are proud of you too. That's not
Thank you.
easy. We are super proud of you and we're here to support you.
Thank you.
And fuck everybody who say otherwise.
Hello.
That's just that. Okay.
Hello.
We only focus on the positive and people who support you and your growth. And that's it.
The glow and the go.
That's
focus
right.
on that, period.
That's right. And how did you heal through all of that? Because you know what? Self-love and self-care is more than just doing your hair, doing your nails.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so tell us how you healed and how you brought in self-love to Little Mo.
I healed by realizing that the things that I allowed, I'm just like, hey, I allowed it. So I got to own up to it. Owning up to honestly taking full accountability for what I allow. Also, sitting my ass down. Sometimes you got to sit down and be like, well, where did it go wrong? Nothing happens overnight. So it wasn't just like happened last night, then today everything falls in my lap. But when things keep on going on and become redundant and people start getting tired, you be like, oh God, here we go with this again. It's just like it's a time out where you have to say, yeah, I'm tired of that. Everybody else is tired of it. I have to fix this.
Right.
And the fact that I'm being upfront and honest because I have integrity. And one thing I realize is that I don't ever want that. That never goes out of style. What people say about you and what you answer to, that's what I live by. You can't just call me anything and, you know, you're not going to get nothing back. But I realized that I was receiving a lot of backlash because I became a comment section investigator. Let me see what people saying about me. Stay out of those sections. Stay in your own lane. I learned the hard way, so a lot of people don't have to go or take the route I took. Business-wise, I should have handled myself way different, but you live and you learn.
That's right. I agree with you 100%. Stay out of them comment sections.
Yeah, it be funny at times, but when you see like you're the butt of all jokes or you out here looking crazy, you're like, nah, that's not me. That is not me. We got to fix this and make it do what it do.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I've been through a situation like that, and I had to learn to just ignore it because it was bothering me so much. And I was like, why does this person keep, you know, egging me on? Like, I don't understand. So you just have to learn to just ignore that shit. Because if it's messing with your peace and your energy and it's getting you upset, that's a negative energy.
That's doing too much. Yes.
Yeah.
Don't let nothing become between your peace. Yep.
That's right. And you have a song out, a new single that you just dropped, right?
Yes.
And it's called Broken Heart.
Yep.
Can you tell us what that song is about?
The song Broken Heart is basically me coming to the realization it's time to tell the truth. A lot of people know me for my other records, and those records make you feel good. But I've been in a very uncomfortable place for a couple of years. And just coming out, not saying I'm coming out as pure gold, but I'm coming out of something real crazy. And at the end of the day, I was just like, dang, like after all I've been through, where do I actually go to get healing? So I had to find that within myself. As much as I'm a strong woman, I've still been heartbroken over situations because I allowed it to get out of hand. Then as much as I saw myself going through things, I'm just like, there's someone going through things worse than you. So what you lost this, you'll get it back. God is going to bless you. We saw what happened to Vanessa Bryant when she lost Kobe. Where did she go to heal? That honestly, I would say hurt me because I'm just like, dang, I thought I was going through something. Sis going through it. We prayed and we just like, you know, just God give her strength. When Lauren lost Nipsey Hussle, like, dang, like he leaves out to go handle business and he don't make it home. Where does she go to heal when the whole world's like, well, who's she going to talk to next? You know, people just want to pick and try to figure it out. Rest in peace to Lyric, who we knew as Young Chanel. Where's her family going to go to fix their broken heart? So it's just like so many things, the pandemic, so many things, everybody's walking around broken, but you don't have to remain that way. So you realize you pick up them pieces and you get back to yourself while you still have blood running through your veins and your heart is still pumping. Whether you're hurt, you just got to push through it because there's always something greater coming. Nobody gets blessed until they go through. You have to go through something. That's the process. So Broken Heart is honestly, I would say, it's not a hurt girl anthem, but it's an uplifting and powerful anthem that Some of your highest up go through some of the lowest things. And some of the people that you think are beneath you, you have to uplift them so we can all just level up and push through the pain. So that's my single, Broken Heart. It's available on all streaming platforms. And it's a whole new tone, a whole new goal, whole new glow. Lil Mo.
Yes. You guys, listen, run that song the fuck up. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
do
saying.
that. Streaming platforms
Stream
everywhere.
it. Keep doing it. Keep playing
Everywhere.
it.
Everywhere.
And also, too, it's relatable.
Thank you.
Like she said, we all go through so much, and sometimes you feel like you're climbing and you can't get through, and it's like, where the hell do you go? This song is super relatable. You guys run it up and go and download it, stream it, do what you got to do to support Little Mo, because she's been through a lot, and she came up out of that shit. So
big
period. Yeah, I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
You've got through it. I'm so proud of you. I know everybody's proud of you too. You guys go and stream that shit, run it up. It's on all streaming platforms. All of them.
It's on so many streaming platforms. Some of them I ain't even heard before, but go run it up. I appreciate y'all. So once outside open back up, we outside with it. We throwing the lighters up and we singing Broken Heart. No matter what, we pushing through. Facts.
Yes. Are you gonna have a visual for that soon?
Yes, we actually started on the visuals. So yes, visuals, video shoots. And I was asking everybody, whatever their rendition of it is, send it to me, tag me at the Lil Mo Show. And as long as it's decent and in order and Instagram don't block it, we posting up in the stories.
Yes.
Yep.
And you have an album coming out soon, right?
Yeah, Savage Heart is the full
Savage Heart.
So we'll have a release date on that soon. But right now we just pushing Broken Heart. Because I ain't put out music in a while. So this is it. It's up. It's stuck. Let's get it.
Yes. And I know I seen somewhere that you said there's going to be some features on there, but it's a surprise. So we're just going to wait on that. We're going to wait on the surprise.
Yep. Yeah, we got some good things coming. But I just want to thank everybody because I see the comments. Everybody we need the album and showing love and stuff like that. Thank you so much. Just to everybody over the years, through the good, the bad, the ups and the downs, for always supporting me, for the love. I can't ask for a better reintroduction back into the game. So honestly, I needed this more than anything, and I'm grateful.
Yes, everybody loves you. Everybody misses you. We're so excited, and we cannot wait until Savage Heart comes out. And like I said, go and stream that. It's on all media platforms.
Yes.
Also, your daughters, right? They have businesses. How can we support your daughter's businesses, Black-owned businesses? Let's go. How can we do that?
Yes. Make sure, follow me, and I'm always posting them up. One is Heavenly_Bundles. My daughter, she's running up. She has a travel agent business and everything. And my other daughter has Beauty Imperfections. You have to follow my page because there's different ways they spell it. So I'll tag them when I post them up because they're young and they get into a bag. I'm proud of them. I'm keeping them focused as well so they don't make none of the mistakes I made. They have their own mind, super smart, super beautiful, Black-owned businesses. Yeah, we running it up. Music, moguls, mom. Let's go.
That's right. And let's support these beautiful women as much as possible. And it's hard for us women that own Black-owned businesses and we don't get the support that we deserve, and we work so hard. So please go and support Mo. Go and support her daughter's businesses. And run it up, Cash App. I don't care what you do, but support.
Thanks.
That's it. Money talks, support. And Mo, so you're a different Mo from last year because everybody grows.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Mo today?
Mo is a woman who doesn't let her past define her, but I also look forward to the future. So I realize I'm resilient. That word right there means a lot. Resilience is everything. I've bounced back from so much, and I'm going to keep bouncing back, but now I know how to enter in and exit out of situations. I don't hang around too long. I don't wait till the club close. We do what we got to do, and we go home.
That's right. And I want to thank you so much for coming on my show. I really appreciate it. I've been wanting to talk to you for so long. I think you are super fucking dope.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to see your face and just give you your flowers because I feel like you deserve it.
Thank you.
You inspired so many of us women, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Also, too, thank you for coming on my show because Remi TV is the only Black-owned television show in the state of Rhode Island. So I'm doing the media out here and I'm working my butt off. So anybody who comes on the show and supports me and lets me talk with them, I really appreciate it. And also my media outlet is all positive. I don't do any negative press. So I appreciate it. And I will see you guys at the next episode of Remi TV.
Big
Go
up
and
to
check
you.
out Broken Heart. And we'll talk again soon.
Have a good one.